I know my live videos, they look trashy a little bit, but I'm just coming to stand here by the light because I wanted to do this in the bed. But again, me knowing our issue and the problem of the network in the bed, because this month, guys, have been very hard to work in my apartment because of the network. They told me they are upgrading whatever system they are upgrading, so it has been a mission. I only have to be here to do the content in my kitchen. Which nje nami senibona nokubona ukuthi bangalisethanga aningcolile lina but lingcolile. So ngale inconvenient ngakithi. Well, I thought I was gonna do the content in the bed. Unfortunately, we are here again. So yeah. Tandazam, I want to tell you today that we're not gonna be sad. I don't like sad stories. I don't like us to talk about Saint Gulugut. Gulugut, especially. Please, guys, like the video. You know the rules. But I just want to tell you that sometimes things, when they are happening in your life, bad things, they happen. When good things are happening in your life, they just happen like this and like this. Like you're like, oh my God, is this me? Like, is this me? Don't mind my nails. Don't mind my nails. They will surprise you tomorrow. Don't mind them. August, they are like this. Don't mind them for now. Guys, and please don't forget to like. Guys, and please don't forget to like. Press like on the video. You know what to do. You come in, you like. Let me not even. Women of God, I may survive. Wow. I need to check your page. On YouTube, I don't know how to check you guys' pages. Thank you, Wembal Skakan. Guys, I needed to put something in my lips, like maybe some oil or something, because my lips are dry. I can feel them. I don't want to suck them until I finish the vid. Okay, now it's good, I think. Guys, please like. Please come in and like. Come in and like. Yeah, I look good. I look good. So let's understand. Now we are talking about when I was giving birth, which I told you that I gave birth in a clinic because it was very fast. When my water broke, my grandmother was sleeping in another bed, and my cousin, which I will say my sister, because she's the child of the brother of my father. You know, our fathers are brothers. Yes, cousin. So when my water broke, I was standing and then I just had something. No. I went to pee and then I came back and then I went to pee again. And then I just felt like, you know, I peed on myself. I was so wet everywhere, you know, my legs. And I could see this was not the pee, the normal pee, the pee that I always pee. This is not the pee because I've been going to pee all the time. And the shin is coming. That's coming in the shin. We had a bucket which we also use for bathing, which I don't understand why now all of a sudden you guys are separating what, because we were bathing with the same indish. Guess on indish eyodwa ekuchanyelwa kuyona. Okay, abanye baney'kiki ke vele kuyahluka ikhathi asigeza ngendish eyodwa. Mhlawumbe ngakho ngisandeka kanje. Yes, guys, that's why I'm likable, because I was bathing in the same bucket where we used to pee inside because there wasn't any bathroom. So you pee inside the dish in the night. The next morning, you take the pee off, you wash it, and then you continue with bathing. That we didn't have his kick. Anyway, so I felt so table, guys. I am so wetty. Thank you, Wekeli Kujan. I could feel good to know what I'm wetty. Then I told my grandma to go see. I feel like I didn't pee on myself, but I'm so wet, like I peed on myself. My grandmother was like, "Oh, you're giving birth. You're giving birth. Bath. Do you feel any pain? Do you feel anything?" I'm like, no, Gogo, I don't feel anything yet. And she told me we need to call ambulance. We need to try. You know, in my kayak in the village, high village in the village, they would say, "Wuti, do you know that that man who lived there? He have a car. Call that man." You know, it was like that. So Wuti, there was a guy who had a car. So it was a guy, and we find out that the guy was not at home. the guy that could, we were gonna hire the car. Is it called hiring? We were gonna hire the car to take me to hospital, because in the village you call for ambulance will come tomorrow. Fortunately enough, my best friend Tipogas, now she's a professional nurse. That time she was starting to be a nurse. No, she was not, because I was still in school. We were both still in school that time, but his sister was a nurse already. So we saw Uguti, this guy is not there to take me to the hospital. Then I went to call my friend. She already had a child, a first child. She have one child, you know. So she already had a child. So she have experienced this. We went to her home. We knock. Thank you, Sipogazi, but I'm talking about another Sipogazi right now. But thank you, Sipogazi. So we went to this Spogas, my friend, and I knock. I shouted because they have a gate. Hey, Spogas, Spogas. She woke up. We told her, Wuti, my water have broke. Now I could feel that here was burning in my collar, my back. It was burning. I told her and her sister would say, I'm giving birth, like I think the baby is coming out. And then they were like, okay. They both woke up. They woke up, they asked, what are we gonna do? My grandmother is next to me. It's just me and my grandmother. Now it's Sipogas and her sister. Okay, yeah, so now what are we gonna do? What are we doing? You smile, and Jay Cherry on top. You have such an amazing smile. Thank you, honey. You're making me smile. Thank you, Nelly. Thank you, my love. Sawubona nomasonto and welcome, baby. Please do like, guys. When you come in, you like. So let me continue. Nkosi yami, badlakazi, noqale, nonqane. Thank you so much. Oh, ngama coins. So guys, Sandazam, we shout, hey, Spogas came out with his sister. We were deciding now how we're gonna go. Who is this now sending me a message? Thank you, Webongiwe Nteta. Thank you so much, my love. Now we are discussing how we're gonna go, what was gonna happen. We find we could walk to the hospital, to the clinic, not hospital, to the clinic. When we get to the clinic, we decide we can call for the ambulance. It will be easier, because we are already in the clinic. Just in case I give birth, I don't give birth on the street. Now we had to walk by the road, not by the shortcut, because it was in the middle of the night and we didn't know what we were going to find in the shortcut. We wanted to walk on the street. See, when we got by the street, the people of the staff, it's called staff in South Africa when you are working and then you have a car that fetches you. Hey, Nons, where can I get the herbal tea? Herbal tea. Thank you, Kankiso, Namaste. Herbal tea, I don't know, honey, because I don't slim. Oh, baby, thank you so much. We Neil. It's okay, Neil. It's okay. Oh, you are watching and liking. It's okay. Bongihlebo, thank you. So let me continue. I don't know. Oh, herbal tea. I don't know where you can get the herbal tea unless you are talking about peso. This is the only tea I'm selling in peso. So guys, make. We saw abantu abaqhamuka emsebenzini, people who came back from work. Thank you, Veronica. People who came back from work with this kumbi, the text. Then we say, we asked the driver, can you kindly take us to the clinic? They were asking, guys, I was on my knees. Thank you, Webongi. Again, hello, my love. I was on my knees because it was like someone have put fire in my waist. And here, it was fire. Everywhere we are going, I'm doing this. It was so painful. And then I would stand again. And then I would go down again. The way it was so painful. And remember, it was my first child. I've never felt anything like that before. Sis, the Kumbi took us to where? To the clinic. We got to the clinic. It was in the night. There was no nurses. So we only found that two nurses. One was on shift. So it was a night shift. He was the only one, not she. He was the only one. The second one, she was sleeping. I did see a video somewhere in Limpopo where a nurse said, I am off, so I will not help you. And someone gave birth by the gate. Sis, if you are a nurse, a South African nurse, I'm not talking to you if you are a good one. But the nurses in South Africa, sis, they watch you like. This one also said that she wouldn't help because she wanted to go to sleep. It was not her shift. The person that was on the shift, it was a man. And I'm sure that guy had one year, maybe experience, and he have never given birth to anyone. Sisi, now it was me, Sipogazi's sister, big sister, and then my grandmother. Sisi, we said they gave me something to sleep on while we were waiting for an ambulance because this nurse is not experienced. The other nurse wanted to go to sleep. So she only saw me, they checked the BP, my BP, and then they put the hand. Then they put the hand to feel how far the baby is. And they told me, no, the baby is still far. So I went back and then I laid down. My grandmother wanted me to kind of like lay down so that, and then I wanted to go and pee. I went to pee. When I come back, I wanted to do number 2. My grandmother said, no, you cannot go to do number 2 because this is you giving birth. You cannot, this child is going to come out in the toilet. I think this bad behavior of nurses being rude is just African disease. True, it is an African disease. You know what also I will tell you about the nurses? Another thing, most of the nurses, they choose nursing because it's the job that they will find. It's not the job that they like. When you are working with people, Kaizeni, you have to like what you do. Because at the end of the day, you're just gonna make a lot of people suffer because when you chose the job that you don't like. If you are a nurse right now, you don't like being a nurse, please start studying for something else, part-time study, so that you can stop being a nurse because, yo guys, we are coming there for help. We are not coming there to be kicked out. We are not coming there for you to act. There is what it's called humanity. English, don't do this. We are on YouTube, not Facebook. There's something called humanity. I think I'm saying the right word. Being a human. Being a human. I don't know how to help someone give birth. But I wouldn't say, no, I'm not a nurse. I cannot help you. If I see someone is giving birth, guys, I could even open videos on YouTube how to help someone who's giving birth. While I say push, that's the only thing I know. Push. I'm watching. It's okay. You have to wrap this person here. You have push. You are trying to help. You understand? Thank you. As we finally sidimela. Thank you so much, my love. You know, you help. There's something that need your humanity inside being a human. You can't just be like, hi, bathong. Kodwa-ke kuthiwa karma is a bitch. Uyabona nje what you do to others will be done to you. It may not be done today, will be done next year, and you will not understand why things are happening in this way to you. It's because you have done things to people too. Yes, that's here you are selling. Thank you. Oh, okay, Kagas. You can get it on, I cannot comment right now. You can get it on 082 681 1573. And guys, can you give me opportunity to advertise? Because Ukahito is wanting the tea. Idempes. Sanazam, can I just tell you this? I'm also gonna now, I'm not gonna be betraying you guys. I said that we are only going to my only us here on YouTube. I'm gonna continue with the story. Please give me 1 minute. I said only us here, we are going kwa my, right? And it was the strategy also of making YouTube to grow, people to come here for this content, people who wanted to see me. It did work a little bit, but not as much. So don't feel betrayed tomorrow when you see me saying to people I'm gonna be in my mind. This is what I need, which is gonna be the biggest reason I'm gonna go on Facebook. If you wanna order something, Tanazami, you can order it now, and then I prepare it. You don't need to pay for shipping. You would get it Gamai. If you order in peso, I would give you in person. You don't need to pay pay for shipping. You want the apron, you can just order the apron. You pay for it, you send the screenshots. You understand? And then you just take it in person, which guys, I do need you on that so much, so bad. Just supports my merchandise. I have books that I ordered, but then I didn't have time to advertise it because I was traveling around. And guys, a book is only 200 rand, only 200 rand. Even if you don't like to read, just put it in your shelf. And I would like to sell all the books that I have right now and then make the English book. But I cannot do anything while I still have the Zulu books, and there are so much of them. And I need you guys to just, when you're coming to see me, thank you, Leseko, thank you so much. Or Lesejo. Guys, just have an amahlon. When you are coming to see me, apron is 160 rand. 160 rand. If you are in Botswana, 160 in Botswana money, because it's almost the same. 160. You can buy costals. We got costals. We have key holders. Is 80 rand. We oven gloves. You can buy them alone. They are like 80 rand. You don't need to buy the set of everything. Just come buy one thing. You can just also pay for it now, and then I come and bring it for you, mai. You're not paying for shipping. Where there is my love who wanted the tea. My love, you can order the tea, but you can just wait 5 days. I'll be in South Africa 5 days from now, or 6 days from, no, 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think 4 days from now, I'm gonna be in South Africa. You know? So you're not paying for shipping. Shipping is 100 rand. Shipping is 60 rand. You are literally paying the 160 for it. A book is 200 rand, my love. Do I pay for carrier? As I'm coming to South Africa, you are in Johannesburg. You don't need, if you are in Durban, you don't need to. I will bring it because we are meeting each other. Remember, we are meeting each other in Johannesburg. We are meeting each other in Durban. We have these places. So you don't need to pay for shipping. You will come and take it from me. Don't you want to meet me? But however, if you feel like you won't have time to come, my shipping is 100 rand. And there's also another shipping that is 60 rand. I think it's PEP. That is 60 rand. The other one is 100 rand. You carry and they will give you in your door. Now, the number that you can call and not call, just send a message or send a screenshot that you have paid this 160 rand for the apron. So when I come, I bring it for you. It's not going to be safe when you are buying the apron in my hand because I don't also want to carry money, you know? So it's better if you do just pay for the apron and then I know also how many aprons I should bring, how many things I should bring. This is the number. And I'm going to put the prices tomorrow on Facebook and I'm going to put the pictures of what we have as well on Facebook. The number is 082 681 1573 082 681 1573. In case you are watching this video next year or you are watching this video another time, the number will never change for others. 082 681 1573. So it's 082 681 1573. The number will never change. But here, I won't be in South Africa. If you are watching this maybe next year, you will be confused. I'm coming to South Africa in 4 days from now. But see, let's continue with the story. I advertised and don't feel betrayed tomorrow when you see me saying, guys, I want people to buy the aprons. I want people to come and support. Bring Upinki with you. Boitumelo, if you pay for Upink, I'll bring Upink. But I don't want to carry things, Gamai, and carry things and then carry them back with me. No, maybe I can carry maybe 2 or 3 items for those people who might just come and want to take it cash, but I do not recommend cash. I also want to enjoy myself without thinking about money, without stressing where I put the money. And I just want to carry the things and then I know, okay, I have a list, so and so and so and so, here is your thing. And I do, it's only 160 rand apron, one apron. Whereabouts in Durban, we will talk about it in another video, honey. We're gonna discuss it tomorrow when but we're gonna go in Sun Coast. We're gonna go and watch the movie in Sun Coast. That's what I remember, but we're gonna talk about it. Let's continue with the story. I was just briefing. So, oh my love, who wanted to order Impes, Sandasam, if you just wait 4 days, you can pay for Impes, but you will get it from me. You understand? Or we can meet somewhere. You don't need to pay for shipping because I'm coming and I want to meet you. I'm sure you want to meet me too, I hope. But Johannesburg is more supportive than Durban. You, Durban people, I love you, but when it comes on meeting me, Nina, you want to meet one by one. But let me come back to the story. So get under Zamig. We waited for the ambulance. Now I wanted to do number 2, shitting. My grandmother said no. Instead, my grandmother asked for the bucket. So we were in a clinic anyway. They took the clinic. They took the bucket. They gave me the bucket. And then everyone said that I should do number 2 in front of everyone. And I was like, how can I do that? Because I can feel. My grandmother said no. It might not be what you're thinking. It's a baby that wants to come out. And you cannot do it in the toilet. Do it here in front of us. And then the guy did my number 2. And it was really number 2 who wanted to come out. It was just my grandmother who had the issues. My it came. After 10 minutes, Bugan, mina I nearly after 2 minutes, I nearly shitted on my child. My beautiful thing like that. Go to Mangoba Bosch. Let me say, rephrase in English. Shit did come to my second child. but you still love him. And I'm not gonna cha angimnyelanga kwakunenesi elalihlukanisa phakathi kwekhekhe nangaphansi, but ngakuzwa khona ngikhanula ukuthi iputshuke yonke indawo, ukuthi iputshuke ingane iputshukwa nangezansi. Cha, umanqoba ngabhosha bakithi angifunji ungasho, angifunji futhi anginandaba ukuthi ngithini. Yabo bhetshisi liyathandeka lifana nonina. Oh my son, you got to love my son. You can't say ukuthi I shitted when there was a mission. But this one, Nick, in South Africa, they don't do like in Finland. In Finland, they protect your child from number two. That you don't do the shit and then the child's face touch the shit. I think in South Africa, they don't care. I don't think here there is like 3-4 nurses in Finland and the father of the child. Yes, I wanted thanks. Nkosiyami, we're family man. Bagithi, yes, you are making me want to deliver. It's like in your house myself from Saluf. I will have one day vele where I would just deliver and deliver and deliver. I would choose one day. But ke thana zami futhi nje mhlawumbe mhla ka-1 mangiqeda ukwenza ikhanda kuzodependa. But thana sami uzoyithola my love, uzoyithola. You will get it. So okay, in Finland, you have 4 nurses. But guys, this story is not about Finland. But I'm just telling you, it was 5 people. It was me doing the thing. The father of my child was here, busy. You know, white people, they will brush you. You are giving birth. And he's here. He's busy brushing me, and he's watching there when the child is coming out. And then there's a second nurse. The second nurse, wait, I show you. The second nurse had some kind of a big plastic kind of a paper. She was waiting if the number 2 is coming, and then the other nurse is here holding the baby, telling you to push. I counted 2 right now. Is the one that is gonna hold the baby. Is the one that is waiting if your shit is coming out. The child doesn't touch the shit. That is 2 now, right? And then there's the other one who's watching your face if you are okay. Because Pela, if there's something wrong, this other one keep on asking you, are you okay? You know it's coming. They keep on motivating you to push more. Sissy, I love the one that was with the paper because I had, because you feel mama Bosch Uzala, when you are shitting while you are giving birth, you can feel it. I could feel it. Oh, there was something that was like, you know. I'm scared. I'm sorry, guys. I'm scared. I'm sorry. I'm a fuzzy. When you are giving birth, I don't know. You guys are gonna sit here and say, so it was only me who shitted during my giving birth. So you guys want to tell me it was just me? Oh, yes, ngasha ufuhlu. I could hear nje fuhlu. Things are coming out. I'm fuhlu. Sisike, but we are not about the second child. I am about the. I guess I'm not. Oh, this is another story for another day. And this is a story for another day. So okay, after I did 10 minutes after I finished doing number 2 in this bucket in the clinic, sis, I said to them, no, I can't. I can't hold myself anymore. I'm dying. Nyaf. I wanted to be in the bed. No one told me to go and be in the bed. I left everyone because we were waiting for the ambulance in the it was something like a waiting room where we were sitting. Guys, no one told me. I went to the bed by myself. When I got there, I had a dress on. I was just like this. Just like this. I opened. I didn't want anyone. I just wanted to push. I could feel it right now. I want to push. This thing is burning like fire. And anyway, I was crying already, but not too much crying. Because it was just here. I get this male nurse came, and then he puts his hand as usual, and he was like, I don't know how many centimeters the baby is here. I should start pushing. And then I was thinking to myself, if I continue to cry there, my child, but to me, Ronaldo, it took very long. His head was little bit like, you know, like a bus. That's what people would say, like a bus. Because when he had to come out, you know, I was telling them, I feel like I want to push. I feel like, you know, and also because that man who was giving birth to me, no, not giving birth, who was helping me to give birth, he was, I was scared of him. He told me I must start pushing. And then I started pushing. It was just me and him. There wasn't anyone else, just me and him. And then I pushed. And then after that, I stopped. And he was like, what is wrong? Why are you not pushing anymore? I wasn't comfortable, Mos. I wasn't comfortable. Not like the second child. The second child, it was a little bit easy. But now he had he here, but he was sleeping. Even him, he had some dent. Like, when a car hits another car, even him, he have some dent here, a little bit dent. But he's growing. It's coming back. And Ronaldo now have a normal head, but when he was born, his head was a little bit like this because I wasn't pushing. Then this man said to me, because I didn't want to push, I was scared. He said to me, sis, South African nurses. He said to me, oh, so you don't want to push? No problem. Yesterday, someone did the same thing that you are doing, and her child died in the same bed. Didn't I push? After I hear that someone died, someone lost their baby in the same bed, and this person didn't want to push like me. Didn't I push? I was screaming the whole hospital. I didn't care because he have told me someone. I was even thinking in Zulu we say, if someone died here and you didn't fetch that person, I don't know in your culture, in my culture, if I die here in Finland, my family have to fetch me. How they fetch me? They have to come here with a leave. Hey, ngoba the Zulu, the tradition. They have to come all over from South Africa, apply for a visa, just to come with a tree in this house. And then they will talk in this house and say, we are fetching Nonsi. Nonsi, you must come back with us to South Africa. We are fetching Nonsi. Nonsi, come back. Don't live in Finland anymore. You are now buried in South Africa. Don't live here. And then they go back. Imagine how much they would pay for visa to come here. The application, the stress, after that, the money they would spend for the tickets just to bring one leave. One leave to come and fetch me. They already fetched me. Eh? They already fetched me because they already fetched the boat. Minage, I said if I die, I want to be cremated and then the ashes must be sent in Africa because I don't want my family to have headache to fetch me here or fetch me wherever I just want to be cremated there. Sonazam, and then you come here, you are fetching the one leave. After that, they need to go back with this leave. In the airport, they ask you 1,000 questions. Why do you have this leave? Why do you have this? Why are you carrying this? They will need to explain at the airport. We were fetching notes. Where is notes? Because this is a leave, it's not notes. Now they need to make them understand the tradition. Someone die, we fetch that person with a leave. This is notes. We were fetching. Leave me alone with Zulu. Leave me alone with tradition because you never understand. Too complicated. In my head, Digi was spinning. Uguti. So someone died here. I don't think they fetched this baby. Not the body, the soul and the spirit. I don't think someone came with a green leaf to come and say, we are fetching this baby from this bed. I was thinking this baby is going to fetch my baby, the one that is coming out if I don't push. Sisi, I pushed. Sisi, I push. 3, I'm telling you. Sisi, I screamed, I push. Okay, when we were finished, they didn't put the baby on top of me. And guys, I would say, Guti, I don't know lento yomhlwehlwe. I don't know this thing that the baby is born covered, how it looked like. But I swear to God, my first child have that thing. When my child came out, before they cut the umbilical cord, there was the ambulance and the people who work inside the ambulance. So when the baby was coming out, only it was just the shoulders that was left to say, this the last pushment. The paramedic or whatever people who work in the ambulance, they just came in. After they came in, I couldn't see anything. But when the baby came out, they didn't put the baby on me. The baby went for a long time. And then the baby came back. In the face, the baby had something like a crocodile, crocodile skin, like a crocodile neck. And I was asking myself, Fuguti, what is this? It's like the child was born with something that was on it. But I'm 100, Gazini, tell me I'm crazy if you want to say I'm crazy. I don't care. But I just think that my child was covered. And then they took this thing off. Please call me crazy. I don't know, but even still today, guys, even still today, I feel like ingane yazalwe imbethe bukani bafethu yabo. Ronaldo, I feel like wazalwe imbethe bukani. Because when this child was born, I could see him and they put him on top of me, just when he was just that one, he disappeared for a very long time. And when he came, he had this thing. that I was just thinking, what is my child having? Like, what is this? These things. But anyway, it was almost like a snake skin. But we're not gonna be there. Cause I know I sound crazy. Guys, I know I sound crazy right now. I sound crazy because I'm 100% sure ingane miyazali imbethe. Ingane miyazali imbethe. Yo, and bayithatha le ngubo le ezale nayo. Angiyazi ukuthi njani kodwa kusala ingane miyazali. Okay, let me calm down. I sound crazy, I know. And I don't like to talk about this because I always think I'm gonna sound crazy. Like, because I didn't see it. Like, but okay, let's continue. After they say again, you don't sound crazy at all. Okay, Palesa, oh, okay, oh, I'm happy if I don't sound crazy because I always, I never talk about this. Like, I never talk about it. Kodwa-ke, I told the grandmother of my child and my own grandmother, I told her, Uguti, the child disappeared for a long time. And then when the child came back, there were some things that were still stuck on him and blah, 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 blah. And they told me that Uguti, he was born in bed. Okay, after that, why ningasitsheli must meet? I'm using cooking oil. Guys, when we get pregnant, you need to tell us ukuthi you give birth 2 times. Yeah? See, when the baby came out here, and they went and then they gave me the baby, they put the baby here for a while. After that, they said they are checking the baby. Then they told me the baby was healthy. The baby is okay. Now they want to wash the baby is okay, blah 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 blah. And there's nothing wrong with the baby. So the paramedic went. Now I had to push. Hey Bridget, I see your story. Naminji, I'm one of those people who I think they stole the veil of my the veil of my child. But let's move on. So Isandazami, the paramedic went. They left me and this man. Now this man told me to push again. How? What am I pushing? Because I've gave birth and I thought I was finished. He told me that umzanyana. What is umzanyana in English? It's umbilical cord. Is it called umbilical cord? I know. Umbilical cord is this one. But I forgot what is umzanyana bagithi? Placenta. Thank you, Ntogos. Thank you. A placenta. Now this man told me I must push again. And I'm like, what do you mean I must push again? Because I mean the child is born. I thought we are done. Chage. He told me now I need to push this thing that is left inside. After that, I saw the very big piece of meat, Tige, that is coming out. And he asked me, would you like to take this home with you? Or you wanted to stay in the hospital? I was like, okay, I take it home. Because I wanted to see it and just understand ukuthi what do you like. I mean, even I don't know what you call inseg, but I have over pain, afterwards pain, after overall pain. But I play too much with English when I want to speak my own English. Now I'm speaking this English. Yo, guys, the after pain. I think it's oh my god, English when it's going to me. I call it after pay. I think it's after pain or after whatever the thing. You understand me? I have that. When I was carrying my child sleeping in the bed, I could feel the pain. Guys, and I could feel umhelo ngesixhosa inxuluba ngesixhosa. Honey, but where asiphe what is in English high threshold of pain. This English vele palesa is bigger than me. That thing oh, this English is bigger than me. You may have an after effect. Anele, that's one. This English is in my standard, is in my level. After effect. Yes, it was after effect. Guys, it was more painful than me when I was in pain when before giving birth. It was more painful. I wanted to call the nurse and say there's another baby that is left inside because the pain that I was feeling afterwards, and no one gave me any medicine, no one gave me anything. But before, after the placenta, this man told me that my cake was unrecognizable because when I was giving birth, he did cut me. And I don't even know how much he cut because he was not experienced with what he was doing, right? I don't know how much he cut, how much he opened for this head to come out. I'm not sure. Even though he told me someone gave birth and the baby died there, In my head, I was just thinking maybe it was him who didn't know how to help this person give birth. It was just another person like me because I was so scared of him and he was not saying anything. He was just standing there and saying, "You would push when you are ready." I mean, after giving the second birth, I did know good that man what he was doing because he was just standing like this. My legs were open, saying, "You will push when you are ready." And then I'm like, after that, I look at him and then I stopped, but I could feel it's burning. It's so I want to push, but then I'm also looking at him and I'm just like so scared, you know. After that, he told me this story: if you don't push, the child is gonna die like the child that died. How do you say that to someone who's giving birth? Because he was frustrating me, traumatizing me more. I need to be in the moment. I need to deliver my child. After for 9 months, you are telling me sickness stories, traumatizing stories. Anyway, I don't know how much. I don't know how much he cut me, how much he opened. I'm sure maybe I was like this. I, my God, I don't even want to imagine. I don't even want to imagine Guti, what was there, what was down there, and it was just me and him. That was the only issue. There isn't anyone that he can talk to on the side. They can agree on. He no, just me and him. Then he said to me after the baby was washed and then the baby now is on me. Now he was saying to me that we need to make the cake to come back because the cake was now destroyed and very big. And then I'm just thinking to myself, okay, it's big, it's destroyed. I'm wondering, what did you do? Like, how many times did you cut me, or what did you my friend? And I wanted him to saw it because if he can see that he damaged me, I mean, he needs to bring it back. I'm not gonna go with a pussy that is so big. I'm not gonna go with a pussy that is like this size. I mean, it just couldn't happen. Then I said to him, okay, then you could see he didn't know also what he was doing. He went for a long time to look for the rope to sew, you know. I didn't watch it because this was not my job and I didn't think that there was anything that was going to happen. My battery is 15%. I need to be fast with this. So he saw and saw me and saw me and saw me. I was okay. After that, my grandmother was still waiting. Everyone was still waiting. Then I went to them. Oh, they came in. I didn't go to them. I was sleeping in a bed with the child. Everything was done. Then this man said I need to sleep in the hospital because, I'm gonna go back home in the morning, and the child was too small to walk outside in the dark. I gave my grandmother and everyone went home. I stayed alone. They came back in the morning to come and fetch me because the child was healthy. There wasn't anything wrong with him. So we went back home. I get 1 week passed. Sis, I was using Dettol, hot water. My grandmother is very Zulu tradition, so they know these things. What do you do to make your cake come back? What how you use the water, how you put everything. Says there isn't anything salt. My grandmother would put hot water for me, salty, and then I would do this kappa 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 kappa. 2 stitches fell down, but the other stitches were just looking at me. Sis, 1 week pass, second week pass, 3 weeks pass. My grandmother started saying to me, "Are you sure you're okay? I don't understand. What is this? 3 weeks, you are still with the stitches." My grandmother said, "This thing after 2 weeks, it falls out." Since it was 1 month, I told my grandmother, "Gogo, namanje la ngaphansi ngisaney'ntambo." Wathi ugogo, "Ngeke mntanami. No, 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 no. You need to go to the clinic. It is not possible that you are still sitting with a..." Since where I went to the clinic. And again, I will tell you the nurses. When I went to the clinic, I told the nurse, Uguti, I have a problem. I gave birth, and the nurse saw me, and it was a different clinic because the other clinic, it was in the village. So I went to the city clinic because I wanted more help. There was even white people with some Indians. Although it was free, but you stand in a line for a very long time, but it was for white people. But there were also some Indians, there were also some black people. I went there and I explained to the nurse. I said to the nurse, I have this issue that my cake still have the rope and it's been 1 month. She said, "Ah, maybe your skin is different. It would come out." She didn't even say, "Sleep in the bed, let me check you." No, 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 no. She didn't say that. She just said to me, "No, you'll be okay. It's still gonna come out. Maybe your skin is different." Then she told me to go back home. So see, I went back home. It was the second month. Sissy, second month, I'm still using this whole. Now I told you how my living arrangement at home when it comes on money. We are bathing with a sunlight. I am using sunlight as well for my under armpits. Now I need to buy Dettol all the time. And sis, I keep having hope. So I was buying this small Dettol. Small like this because I didn't want to smell. And I just didn't understand. If I mangabe ngithi kona wayefasile inquza yami wayefasile like ethungile. Let me tell you in English, that man didn't just saw, he saw ukuthi it was together. I could feel every time I touch myself. You see uponches, the clitoris under it. The stitches were starting there. Yo, the stitches were starting under my clitoris to go down, and it was to get. Now, guys, the third month, Gazini, I started also wanting to, and I was going to school with these stitches because I was doing my matric. There wasn't any way. It was so uncomfortable, very uncomfortable. The third month, hi Peter. Nami, I wanted to start being in a relationship now. You know, I was not together with the father of my child. I was stressful about school and everything. Now my boat, I had this thing. My grandmother puts the cardboard. She would put here. So I had ifika. I have never had a big stomach. I mean, right now I have because I didn't put it back. But guys, I wanted to have a life. How did you pee? No, the place to pee was open. The place to pee, the place to pee was open. I could pee. But see, other than things, when I was on my period, oh guys, when I was on my period, it was also another hard thing when I was on my period. Because this rope, I need to make sure the rope is clean, clean, clean too. It doesn't have the blood in it. But fair to you don't you have a trauma. I had a trauma. That's at home we were hungry. Number one. Number two, I was also having a trauma. I have a child. I leave my child with my grandmother. I was breastfeeding because I didn't have money to give my child. So, I mean, to buy the milk. I was breastfeeding. I would pump the milk all night to leave the milk with my child and my grandmother. When I come back, I would find my child. Only 1 month, 2 month babe. Ecansini, ugogo uyibeka ecansini uyayilimela. Gazini, mina, the end of the second month, my child was already drinking parish. My grandmother told me, why do you think your milk is enough? This is a boy. The child is a boy. So you can't think that the milk you leave here. I end up giving this child water when you are in school. So I have to give this. In a 2 months, ngisho nje ngithi ingane yami izogula. But there wasn't any choice. That's why when my child was 3 months, he went to his father's home. I said, Nazami, the third month, I went back to the clinic, to the same clinic now. And I told them also in the same clinic that I have this problem. The nurse also didn't check me. She said, no, it would come out. It would fall out by itself. It was the fourth month. Ingane sihlala kubo. The child now lives with her family, with his family. And nami ke manje, I really wanted ukuthi ngibe ngiqome manje sengifuna nokuqoma. Sengiyalazi nendesi ukuthi linjani. Ingane sihlala kubo. Ngiyahamba ngesikoleni ngibuye ngibona ingane. Kusami those who speak English. My child went to live with his family because I couldn't, guys, I couldn't. Watching my child, the sun is so hot. I come back. My grandmother was being a parent like a granny, like a real granny. She just didn't care. My son was as white as Rupert, especially when they are young. They are more white. Sis, I will find him crying in the sun. And my grandmother didn't have a problem. I knew ukuthi by the fourth month, my child was gonna be eating uputu nemfin, fufu. She would be giving my child fufu. At the age of 4 months, she was gonna say this child needs to eat fufu. This child needs to eat chicken. And I was gonna agree because we didn't have food, we didn't have money. Let's come back here. Say like again. The fourth month I went to say to the same clinic. Uguti, I still have this issue, and she didn't. The nurse I told, she said, "Go home. It's for sick people. This thing would fall out by itself." I didn't even want to tell my grandmother anymore. I didn't even tell friends. It was just my thing that I had it in me. I had it with myself because even if I go and tell in the clinic, no one cared. and I didn't have money to pay for doctors, to go to a doctor and say to a doctor, please help me, I'm having issues down there. There's rope that they stitch me with. Then it's under one day I went to visit one friend, and this friend live where Enseleni. If you are from Mpangen, you have heard of Enseleni. It was Enseleni Hospital. Isicishe ngasho ukuthi okay, let me leave it. Some of you know ukuthi where is Nseleni. So guys, I went to yeah, I don't want to lie, where Leona, it was a traumatic, my experience with life was traumatic. That's why you see me now, I have this energy and this positivity, because when I was growing up, I had so much things that was happening in one time. But I tell you, I thank God for giving me those times, because I'm strong enough now to stand here. I'm strong enough that there's someone who would say, when someone is bullying me, and when I also post something and be like, but no, you shouldn't have posted dirty, because people are gonna come for this person. You are a public figure. I just feel like getting in the phone and slap that person and say, so because I'm a public figure, you think you can bully me and it's okay because I'm a public figure? Who said if you're a public figure, you are not, I mean, you are not sensitive and you don't get hurt? And I mean, I'm very, very sensitive. Very sensitive. Ugusi, I've learned, Ugusi, if I don't know you, you are trying to hurt me, I don't care. Because I don't know you, you don't know me. And you don't even know me really, really personal. I'm a very sweet and amazing, humble person. Thank you, Sandy. Same. I love you too, my love. I'm very sweet and humble, and I mean, you can't judge me with my videos. You can't judge me with the content. I'm working and I enjoy it. But when you know me personally and deep, I'm a very, very good person. But anyway, I cannot say that about myself. I cannot say that. It's just that, but you guys don't know my friends, so my friends cannot tell me. Oh no. Let me humble myself. Let me humble myself. So I went to visit a friend in Celine. So I told my friend about this. I was like, I've been trying to go to different clinics because my friend, I have this problem. My friend was like, wait, what? 4 months? 4 months? There's no way. And I said to her, yes, I have. But I couldn't show her. I didn't want to open my cake for anyone. I only saw it myself with the mirror. Guys, when this came in my cake, it had some kind of color, you know. But now it was changing because it have been there and it's hot and it's together. It was kind of like grayish. Now it's changing to grayish. I go on my period. This thing is there. Futhi, I could not have sex. How I was gonna have sex? Where it was gonna enter? Because wayang bambil. Where was it gonna enter? Because he put it together, which I even now when I'm washing myself, I could feel some of the places where he cut the scar. I know ukuthi ikhekhe lisensitive linje, but I can feel the scar when I'm touching my cake. Ukuthi maybe this was the place where he really cut too much deeper. I don't know, or maybe it's because there was a rope for a very long time that was sitting there. When I'm searching myself with the mirror, I don't see the line. Maybe it's because I don't concentrate on the line. I usually concentrate on the key. But when I wash, I can feel this is where the most powerful line, or maybe where the rope was really holding. Then my friend said, okay. I said to her, I'm trying different clinics because I want to see if there's a clinic that can help me because I don't have money to pay for a doctor. So I am forced to go to a clinic. She was like, okay, let's go together. Nangempela, the next day, we bathed, we woke up. I went to this. It's not clinic. I think it's clinic hospital. I don't understand the thing in Celine, but I think it's a hospital because if someone is hurt sometimes in Richards Bay, they will take them in Celine hospital. I went there. I stand in the line, and when I was standing in the line, I went inside. I greeted this nurse. I can still see her face right now, and her shape and her body. It's clinic, or it's called clinic, okay? I'm sorry about that. So I told her my story. I said, look, I gave birth 4 months ago. And when I was giving birth, a nurse saw me like sewing, and the stitches are still there. Guys, the nurse was writing, I don't remember what she was writing down, my BP or something. She put the pen same time and she looked at me. She was like, what? 4 months with the stitches? She said it was impossible. She said it's impossible. She was the first nurse who said come here, get in the bed. Let me see what you are talking about. Because it's impossible. There is no such. She said, in my career, since I have been here as a nurse, I have never had anyone who would say they got stitches for 4 months. Come here, let me see you. Sissy, I went to the bed. I opened freely because I wanted her. When she got there, she said to me, what is the name of the clinic that you gave birth to? I told her, Kwambonambi Clinic, and it's Kwambonambi, lay in Richards Bay, Mzingas. I said to her, Kwambonambi Clinic. She said, do you remember the name of the person who helped you to give birth? I said, I don't remember, but it was a man. It was a male nurse. She said, I'm sorry, but I need you to stay here. Cousin, like I'm telling you, I still remember that lady. She went. She said she's going to call Kwambonambi because she said to me, this is a very big case. And then again, she went again, I guess she called and she was very upset with what she saw. Then she told me that this was not the rope that it's supposed to be used on a human being. I don't remember if she said it was for shoes or it was what, but she told me that this is supposed not to be on your skin, not to even mention in that place. And she was asking me and I didn't know. I was like, and she was like, where did he even get this in the clinic? Where do you get this in the clinic that you can put on someone, on a woman, on like this? And then she asked me, why did I stay this long? I told her, because I've been trying to go to clinic and I've been telling people in clinic, the nurses who would say, I have issue. No one wanted to check. They kept on saying, it's going to fall out. It's going to fall out. It's going to fall out. Sis, she had to take this thing. She had to take this thing and do this kroof, 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 and then pull it out. It was not ucingo. No. It was not ucingo. But it was, they had, even myself, I wanted to touch it and see it. What kind of a rope is this? She cut it off and then she removed it. Because then I felt like I had freedom to come back. Not to mention ukuthi vele nginey'nsumpa ekhekheni. Angithi nganitshela ukuthi vele benginey'nsumpa-ke. Iy'nsumpa zami kulokhu nje ngabamncane bengivele nginazo. Khona omunye umsuni wangidakelwa kuFacebook futhi awuthi ngithuka inhlamba anginandaba. Khona elinye ididi langidakelwa kuFacebook futhi nje ningixolele ngenhlamba ngoba wangitshela ukuthi angihambe ngiyo-check i-status sami ngoba nginey'nsumpa kufanele ngiyo-check i-status. Bafethu, uma ugula usazi i-status sakho, nami ngiyasazi isami bakwethu. Uma ugula wazi bese uba nenkinga, ungacabanga ukuthi wonke umuntu osemgwaqeni uzoba nenkinga efana neyakho. Hayi, sithi ingayenzi leyo nto. Wangicika leya comment ngavele ngayidilitha futhi angimubhlokhanga lo sisi, ngamdilitha ngathi ungijwayela kabi. So-ke thanda zami, imagine-ke nginey'nsumpa vele ngi-uncomfortable ukuthi umuntu athinte lapha. Insumpa yami le esele yodwa anginankinga nayo nje, ngihleli sihleli sobabili nensumpa yami, sihleli nje sikanje. But-ke bezikhona manje senginale, now I have this problem and this issue. Now I'm speaking my language. Now I have this problem and this issue of being sewed. Guys, anyway, when the nurse took this thing out, of course, she gave me some cream to put it on top because Pela, it was in. She had to pull it out and put it out because it was there in. I did put some cream. When I say to you, Mina, my cake have seen things. My cake have been in situation shit. As you can see me now, I'm walking. This is the story of me giving birth to my firstborn, Uguti. But I tell you, Chile, in Tambo, I still had relationships. I still gave birth to my beautiful child with the same. I don't have a C-section. I've never got the C-section. Everything is happening here. Still, my beautiful child, and I remain thankful to that nurse because she did her job. When someone say I have a problem here as a nurse, you check. You don't say, how does it smell? Or you say to a person, go and pee. You check how many STIs they have. You check the blood if you have to check the blood. But you check a person. You don't say, go home. It's normal. It's going to come out. But that's it. That's it about me and my cake. And I think also on Facebook, I did tell this story before in Zulu language. Yeah, I don't know if you guys remember, but it's not my first time I say this. Thank you, Wepet Ngobe Nkosam Ngamacoin. Thank you so much. Guys, if you are also having a problem or you are a nurse, guys, please, or you're gonna become a nurse, serious. We trust you guys with our lives, with our secrets. This is a secret to a woman. When we get there, we want some help, we want some love. Treat us nice, you know. Now, guys, let me love and leave you. Really, my battery is gonna die soon. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the cons. Thank you for sharing. And remember, I'm gonna be live on Facebook and say the thing about my I'm not betraying you guys. It's just being a businesswoman and wanting more business. But I love you so much. Mwah. Good night, team.